The year is 1405. The Laham archipelago is living a time of unrest. The war between Saria and Ingleton is raging. The defection of Commodore Henry Morgan led to the assassination of Queen Rada Hingeri. King Henry IV, filled with hatred and pain for the loss of his wife, started to call upon every available sailor to join the war and retaliate against the enemy. In the middle of the archipelago, Aegeus finally declared his independence and now is looking to build a strong nation. On the other side, the end of the War of the Coin left the Republic of Calgary in desperate need, and Fredegar seems willing to help in exchange for territory and resources. But a new religious movement is slowly building inside of this old kingdom, threatening to break it apart. In the south desert nation of Aegyptos, a civil war is threatening the commercial alliance with Obolowa. If the leaders of those oligarchic nations do not put a stop to this madness, there will be no commerce in the future. Welcome. I'm Hunter Storyteller David, and this is Tales of the Forgotten Seas. A brand new show that explores the lives of a group of fantastic characters involving the vicious and complex stories that I created. Are they some swaggering anti-heroes? Strange, fascinating one? Maybe some social revolutionaries? Set sail with us in this fantastic world and discover the true meaning of adventure. Hello! Welcome back to another episode of the Tales of the Forgotten Seas, a brand new tabletop roleplay game that we playtest together. We are coming out from a fight. We had an interesting fight in the wilderness. We finally found some ducks and geese, but at the same time we were attacked by a pack of Jack's Hound, or Terror Dog. A fake creature that looks like a wolf, but at the end is not. They have those uninjured open jaw. They don't have fur, but they seem almost like skinless canine or some sort. The fight was brutal. Some of us almost fall completely against them, and some decided to drag people around the lake, thinking that was going to be an easy task. They fall collapsing from fatigue. But there is another things that going on that put a spotlight on all those series of events. A man was missing, a fisherman, a member of the hunting guild, also someone that in the past was apparently a paladin, an arcane of Ingetir. Interesting. And apparently, or at least what my player deducted so far, that Jenny Greenclaw is some kind of involved in this disappearance. Or at least, if it's not her, it's something in the water. So, we had a last moment of our playing, where John was get back to consciousness, and the priest of town was over him, and with this deep voice was asking, "So, son, what's happening? What's happened to you? You look like you came out for a fight. How you guys survived? Tell us." So please, take the lead, guys.
And first, I'm taking a look at Ember. Is he conscious?
Ember is not conscious yet, but is definitely getting there. You see him mumbling, just moving. There is the first sign of coming back to consciousness, but he's not completely awake yet.
I'm trying to find the words to speak, and I'm telling him there were some weird creatures like hounds that attacked us while we were near the hunting cabin. Where is Zing? I need to talk to the mayor.
The priest look left and right, and now that it does, you focus that there are other people close to you. One of them is the woman that served some of you at the local shop, the pure alpha named Chloe. The other is, of course, the priest that's in front of you, there is another couple of people that you've never seen, probably locals. The last one is the bluish skin Ictians that you saw a couple of times in the morning, and he was stuttering some words exactly when you were starting to get back to consciousness. And he, at the main, right now, is holding Ember, and he's trying to pour slowly something in his mouth, almost like a potion, and he is keeps stuttering and said, slowly, don't drink too fast, okay. So this is what going to make you better. And
Probably the owner of the shop, the Chloe was
yeah,
the teacher.
exactly. Also the teacher of the town. The priest that didn't introduce himself for now is like, the major is at the moment is busy, so please, we will bring you to him, but just for now, please, let's go to church. And
I get up.
he's
I
helping
even
you
help
to
with.
get up, and he's offering you his shoulder to move on. You are definitely taller than him, but he has those very large hands that give you that kind of almost like sustain you from with a hand on your back and just trying to push you forward. In the other hand, it seems like it never leave it. He's holding a book, and there is like a chain on the book that is connected to his waist, and he is moving, and he's like moving things like make space, people, and is leading you to the inside of the church and let you sit down on one of the chairs there is there. You've never been inside this place before, but by the decor, the effigies, and also a small statue, and this is definitely a Caliberian church. To be precise, this is quite common in Ingetir, because Ingetir and Fradeker are mostly known for following Caliber religion, where the rest of the archipelago is mostly focused on Milas. Caliber and Milas are the two sisters of the triumvirate of the goddess of the sea. Milas, goddess of creation and good weather and abundance. Caliber, the equilibrium of nature that keep at bay when there is too much rain or there is too much wind, or it give you that when it's necessary because there is too much of something. She always keep everything in perfect balance. And last but not least, Oshun, that there is no church for her because no one actually is, willing to be faithful for the goddess of destruction and tornado and other things like that. But a lot of sailors kind of pray to her just to make sure that their life is safe. They usually spit and call the Oshun name just to make sure that, the horrible lady of the sea, or and forgive my word for that, the beach queen of the sea, as the sailor call it, doesn't pay too much attention to them. Caliberian religion is all about balance and all about being in a kind of a state of perpetual calm. That's kind of what the priest and other things like that they try to preach about. And their most common symbol is this, doing with their hand, that represent the scale. The two palm holding like that represent the two little plate of the scale, and this is the shape of it. But enough lore for now. So the priest, they introduce itself as Father Geoff, start to put one of his hand on your shoulder when you sit down, and he's standing up and holding the book in the other hand started to do a prayer, mumbling most of it. And you feel a little bit more energized at the end of it, almost like he restore a little bit of your fatigue. And he said, "Okay, so this is, we'll take care of it. You say there was some hunter, horrible dog, like, you mean something on the matter of like Jack's Hound, terror dogs from the Fatwas?"
Here, with dislocated jaws and without any fur on their skin,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
big dogs.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
The
we must
dogs.
have overstepped in some part of the woods. That maybe it was their territory and they attacked us. We didn't know these creatures existed. We didn't know these creatures were true.
Don't, don't worry, my child. Don't worry. It's okay. The, the thing is, they are not supposed to be in this part of the woods.
Well, they do live in these woods, but in other parts, what parts of the woods should they be in?
We have protections against those things. They should be activated. And,
Kind of protection, like sharps?
oh, no, we have a shrine of caliber and other hunt deterrent that keep the fatwas at bay. 10 years ago, we had a terrible situation with how how's people call it, a moon lizard, and I want you to roll me an occultist roll.
A moon what?
A 6.
6 is probably referring to something you maybe know, but this is probably a local slang.
Okay. So moon lizard could be anything. Could be like whatever, like a creature, a fake creature that I know. Okay, I do like go moon lizard. What kind of thing is this?
Oh,
Like,
sorry, local local language. We in English call it like that, but of course, hey, look at you. Where you come from, my child?
I'm from Jews.
Oh, oh, of course. Sometimes a sarikart can be infected by the terrible course of being a werebeast, and it's very
Like a
rare.
werewolf, but it's a lizard.
It's very rare. So because of course they are gifted with such good constitution, they keep the curse at bay. But what's happened when their endurance is not enough, and
So we're crocodiles.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay, just making sure that okay, so
Oh,
we're living, right?
oh my caliber.
Okay, so we're living, right? When I wake up, we're living. That's it. It's done.
It's
We
not.
go
It's
back.
not. To be precise. Think about this. Karat are the crocodilian sarikar, the crocodilian people. If one of them got cursed by the werewolf curse, specifically the werewolf curse, they went in terms of transformation. They become an hybrid between their original race and a wolf.
Oh, so part wolf, part crocodile, even better.
So think about something design speaking of about a werewolf with crocodilian scales,
Will be around.
and
Okay, so we're living,
commonly
right?
known here as a moon lizard.
All right. Okay. I tell the best father
But
we were not alone. We have comrades that are that are also wounded,
And
but
ducks.
we need help. That's why I want to talk with Sin, so we can arrange some people that can go with us and help our friends.
absolutely, stay here, and he start to move out of the church. And at the moment, you realize that you're not alone here. It's just there are few people in the area, and now every eyes is on you, and you see probably 3 or 4 old women. One of them is an Ictians, one of them is a Minotaur, like the priest. One of them seems like a Karasix. Very old, very wrinkly. They are with kind of a heavy clothing, probably to protect themselves for the winter that is coming. And they are all looking in your direction and just whispering between each other. And you also see a young boy close to the altar. There is spraying the altar with incense. It has not the classic urn with the incense inside, but more like a bundle. Then he's bashing,
Who's gonna like the
and he's
yeah.
doing like this around. And he's also dressed in a very simplified version of the same kind of clothes that the priest is wearing. Outside,
And there is also still hot cold.
no, Amber is outside, and then I'm going to him right now.
Okay.
They bring you inside. They give you the blessing. So there's a little bit of a clerical magic involved. There's a little bit of a lesser restoration to give you a little bit of a boost, especially because you didn't have any injury. You were just very fatigued.
Just tired.
So Amber, you are now getting back to yourself, and there is this Ictian man with the big round goggle that is pouring slowly these things in your mouth. It's just almost like spicy and remind you of a ginger taste.
All right.
With a bit of a mint kind of flavor. Do you know where you are? Do you know?
The ducks. Oh my god, the ducks. Where are the ducks?
Look, what ducks?
I look around me. Where am I?
In the middle of the street, of the middle of the town.
Did the ducks brought me here?
No. Your friend,
My friend, the big duck.
the woman that served you at the shop, just lay down and say, Noah, he has the wound of bites and such like. He's probably been attacked, probably in a state of shock. Hey, look at me.
Yes.
Okay, your friend, the one with the blonde hair that goes around with the instrument.
John brought me here?
John brought you here. Where are the others? Can you understand me?
Oh God. I must protect the ducks. And also Hazel and
Okay, Hazel, where the other guy, Riska?
Riska, yes.
Where are they?
We were in the cabin on the other
Okay.
side of the lake.
And she turned and say, "No, I'll take care of this idiot. I go into the cabin." And she leave. and Noah is like, "Sorry about her. She's mean good. Just rough around the hedge."
Okay, so I look at the guy and I say, okay, we need to go back. I think the duck saved us.
You stay here. You're too injured.
Fair enough.
And the priest at that moment came out and he started to repeat exactly what John just told him. And Noah replied, Chloe, she's already gone. And it's okay. Send someone else. Just not that awful woman. Okay, and Padre Gerf, a moment. I will call the mayor, and also the man that now you know as Noah is going to literally run towards the tavern, Spiky Lizard Tavern that you guys are using as a base for now. Father Geoff just down on his knee and he grab you on the shoulder, offer you an end, and just try to pull you up. Are you okay, my son?
Excuse me?
Are you okay?
I think so. How much health do I have? Because I had like 10 left.
You recover 4 points now, thanks to the little potion. But that's it.
Okay, so yeah, no, I'm not okay. I need help.
Okay. Follow me. Let's
I
go
think
to,
I got-
to the church. I will do some
I got
blessing
mauled
on
by
you.
nightmare. Okay, thank you.
Okay, careful now. Oh, that was an awful thing. Oh, let's go. And he gently tried to bring you in, and the two of you now are inside the church.
By the way, I want to state now that the highlight of the previous session wasn't the fact that the old guy died. It was that the ducks came.
Of course. The reason why they came is something that we need to discover yet.
Me, I'm the reason.
Yeah, of course.
Here, alive. We have a connection, me and the ducks.
Absolutely. Maybe not just the ducks. So, at the other side of the lake, Riska, what you guys are doing, you and Hazel are waiting. It's been an hour and something so far. You have the time to collect all your bits of the specimen. There is anything else you guys want to do before someone will show up?
I would like to start a fire for a couple of reasons. One, we have a third person still with us. We have a corpse laying on the beach, so to, avoid any further visits from wildlife interested in the two of us and our third friend. So that's reason number one. Number two, I'd like to get cooking while we wait. So it's been an hour and something. So that means that if the others got back to town, anyone coming is still an hour and something away. So this might be a good time to use the ingredients we gathered earlier.
Okay, okay. So if I remember correctly, in your equipment there is a little bit of a small alchemy set for you to work with. Of course, is not super.
That's right.
You don't have all the super equipment you will need to create everything you want, but that just as a start, you do some tinkering and you start to. And when you say you start to cooking, you also try to do actual food, or you just are focused on your alchemy bits?
Alchemy bits. I don't think I have anything edible on me at the moment. Actually, I have the blueberries from breakfast, but I'd like to keep them just in case we need to,
Okay, so
throw them with
sometimes
something.
you just pop a blueberry in your mouth, and in the meantime you're dealing with your alchemy. Okay, so I need to roll from you. One is actual alchemy to make sure you have all the right component and in order to prepare everything, and the other one is to crafting. How good one will be, it will influence the second. In the meantime, Hazel, though you see your friend Riska just setting things up. So what are you doing?
I think that after the situation we were put in, I'm guarding pretty much.
Sounds good for me. Everything seems very quiet, but not in a creepy way. No, 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 no. There is no there is no sound or no. There's ducks are back close to the area. The sounds of the crickets and the little critters of the forest is back. Everything seems normal, quiet. Roll me 1d6.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, your alchemist is 9. Very good. Riska, now can I have your crafting? And tell me exactly what kind of thing you're trying to prepare.
So I wanted to make I'm not sure I can call it an elemental bomb, but I got the ingredients for a bomb that reacts with water instead of fire, which sounds good for the environment we're in. I'm in the middle of rolling crafting, but I got 3 6s. One of them then is a 3. The second one is another 3 and a 5. So that's 11, 29 because I have 3 in crafting.
So,
Very good.
very
You
good.
definitely crafted something.
Okay, a few things happen almost at the same time. Hazel, you feel watched. At the beginning, is like maybe is the animal of the forest. Maybe their hounds are back. But for just a moment, you can't shake the feelings that someone is there. You don't know exactly where. You can't pinpoint where they are, but there is someone watching. And all of a sudden, you hear the cracking of heavy footstep in the wilderness, running away. Before you
Away from
before you
us.
can react to that, sorry, just to set the scene and you guys do whatever you want. Before you can react to that, Riska is like, yeah! And he just pours something, and there is this reaction, and exactly what he wanted. And you now had, let's call it a water bomb.
I thought that I discovered the atomic bomb, but okay, whatever. I'll take it.
I don't take it. So, it's a bomb that is reacting to water, is dealing quite a bit of damage in small radius, 15 feet radius, 10 damage. And of course, it works once, because when it is being thrown, you don't get it back. But you can put it in your equipment, of course.
And I also have a blueberry to celebrate.
And Hazel, so what are you doing?
I hear the steps like they're moving away from us, or they are coming towards us.
Away, more deep into the forest.
Don't go.
Of course I'm not gonna go. I'm not going to go. I'm just informing Riska that I heard something moving away from us, and I'm ready to fight in case that thing comes back. I have my shield and my sword ready.
You are looking in the direction where the sound came from, and doesn't seem that there is anything else, at least for now. And after other good 20 to 30 minutes, Riska, you realize that someone is coming, but not from the woods, but from the lake. There is a boat coming towards you, and there is a couple of people that are probably from the town that is opposite of your position. They are cutting through the lake to get to you, and on board, as soon as they started to get a little bit closer, you can make out shapes and etc. One of them is Chloe, and there is Xing, the mayor, and another guy that you never meet.
But I'm burned by recent experiences, so I still yell at a distance. Who goes there?
It's me! It's me, it's Xing! Guys, are you okay?
I stopped, like, hanging on my water bomb that I was, preemptively holding, watching the boat coming.
Do I throw it? Do I not?
That's how we lost the main.
Do I kill the mayor?
Well, now that I know it's the mayor, I won't, but,
There's always the option. We can go murder Obo just for the fun of it. No, I'm joking. So, of course, Hazel, you hear all of this, so because happening behind you. So, unless you guys interfere in any kind of possible way, the mayor and Chloe and this other person seems to reach you, and she jumped into the water with a splash. She grabbed the edge of the boat and she started to drag it on the side, so they can easily get out without any problem. This movement scare a little bit of the ducks that they are just freeing the area, but they are already started to come back as soon as everyone is on the shore. So Chloe is like, "What the fuck happened?" And oh, for fuck's sake! And what's happened to him?
We don't know exactly what happened to him.
How? She just instinctively go to her weapon.
Well, we met that person, I don't remember his name. When we came here, he was fishing, and then we went to the cabin just for fun, to see what he's like. And then we heard a splash, and then we came out, and he wasn't on the rock anymore, and he was in the water. And I think that something is in that water, because his situation does not look very good.
Seeing
Also, we pulled him out of the water, and that's how we found him in the water. So,
We saw the
and
fish
these
so
don't
we
look. These look
pushed him
like
out.
blade cuts. These don't look like animal cuts. So something, pun definitely not intended, but something fishy is going on in the lake.
Do you have alligators here or something like that?
both of you.
Sense.
Okay, so one of you need to roll me a persuasion roll, and because you're doing it together, the other person has a +2 on the roll.
I think Francesco should be awarded more XP for the pun.
The pun XP.
I don't have persuasion.
Persuasion is panache.
Yes.
We got this. Maybe.
We got no.
I'm the mayor now.
Okay.
Oh my god. What did you roll?
I have 2 in persuasion. I rolled 2 6s, but then I rolled a 1 and a 2. So that's 15.
Still 15. Very good. Very good indeed. Xing seems a little bit more convinced of your words, where Chloe still looking suspicious.
To add to that, as soon as we fished him out of the water, we actually got assaulted by nightmare hounds that,
We don't know their name.
well, nightmarish looking hounds that chopped my back to pieces. Did Ember and John make it to town? Because Ember was, got wounded in the throat.
They are in town. They are. Father Geoff is taking care of them. Also, Noah is given some medication to Ember. So don't worry.
Sorry to interrupt, but isn't there another sleeping terror beast 10 meters from you?
Yes, exactly. Look at that.
The terror dog was okay. There is a dead one there, and there is also the one that was unconscious. And the one that was unconscious is still unconscious, but he's not. Being unconscious and sleeping is a two different thing.
So we just show them the things.
Yeah, no, they can see them. That the problem was not, The problem was not believing you that you were attacked by the Jack's hound. The problem was what's happened to their friend.
Does the friend look like he's been underwater?
Is definitely drenched in water more than every one of you.
Well, they live over a giant ferry portal. What do they expect?
But he has also that green mulch that
Yeah, there was a kelp and algae, some kind of things that they were now also on the body, and there were some on the rock. Xing and Chloe seems very keen on to try to understand what's happened to the body. They are crouching, try to look at him and just slowly moving to make sure that they can see the face. Chloe gently closed the eyes of the dead person, and she just softly said to Xing, "Are you going to tell his wife?" Xing just a sigh. That's horrible. We need to. Stand up. Let's all go back to town. We came towards the boat, so if there was anything in the water, it's not there anymore. So, help me out with the tarp that you guys use. Is try to wrap the body, and you, him, Chloe, and whoever wants to help can all gently try to bring it on the boat. And in another, let's say, half an hour or so, you guys are back to town. For the sake of storytelling and brevity, unless you two in the church wants to do something, I will or reconvey the team at the tavern a couple of hours later in total. Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds fine.
Yep.
You're all seated around the desk that is Xing office. Chloe is there, also Father Geoff, and you guys just finished to the recollection of all the events towards everyone's point of view. There's been a couple of moments where there have been some questions, like what you were doing in this moment, what did you see in this other moment, blah blah blah, just to hear everyone version of the same course of event. The body has been left in the church. There is a room on the side where there is a small altar has been put there, and is where usually also the local morgue is situated. And Father Geoff seems to be also taking care of that. As I say, very small town, very small community. Everyone does a little bit of everything. And Father Geoff just, by the caliber blessing, this is like 10 years ago all over again, and we don't even know what we're facing this time.
We haven't been used to.
10 years ago.
Singh just raises, it is not. Don't get carried away.
Well, what was it 10 years ago then, if we don't know it this time?
10 years ago, there was it happens a couple of months before Shamain Festival. A traveler came to town, stayed a couple of weeks, and he left. After he left, we started to have some strange occurrence. A couple of beasts missing, a pig slaughter in the middle of the street, my flock of ducks completely destroyed. Everything seems to be pointing to a beast until we lost one member of our community. And his daughter, he looked towards Chloe, have witnessed what's happened. So we knew that we were facing a moon lizard, a Sarikart werewolf. Rare occurrence. We don't know at the beginning who was it. There's not many Sarikart in this town. And he pointed itself. The situation was resolved a couple of days later. And Father Geoff just put a hand on his shoulder. It's okay, son, it's okay. We lost Chloe's father and Robert Hockley, Xing brother, during those terrible times.
Events be linked somehow to these hounds, these fey hounds.
And Xing seems almost to go back to itself. Yes, hound. So, as Father Geoff told you, we have protection around the town just to make sure that those things don't roam our street. We are getting close to Shamain Day. The veil between our world and their world is very thin right now. So we usually had circles and caliber protection around town. The only way for those things to come in is they have found a way to bypass our defense, and the only way to do so is someone's intervention. There is no a fake creature, if you get what I mean.
Maybe someone messed with the altars. Is there a way to check them?
The thing
But
is,
why would anyone want chaos in this city? Like, why would anyone want these creatures attacking people?
Also, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I see that we very casually glossed over the fact that there are the moon lizard thing and the giant lady of the lake thing.
no, we didn't gloss over moon lizard. We just told you that happens 10 years ago and the problem was resolved, and there were not been any other events like that since. And about the lady of the lake, you mean? I mean, we have a... And Chloe just... For fuck's sake, say it out loud. We were talking about... You talking about Jenny Greenclaw.
I guess I'm not sure. We just saw we fought something in the water.
Did you see it?
Fights.
No,
No,
we didn't.
we didn't see anything. But we found the body inside the water.
So,
Yeah.
okay, we have a body dragged into the water, a little bit of algae. Let's not jump to conclusions, shall we?
And giant claw marks and giant claw marks.
That resembled like blade cuts, and we struggled a great deal to get it out of the water. It wasn't just, floating ashore. We had to put some big effort into grabbing
Yeah,
it back.
that's why I said that we fought to get it. It wasn't that it was floating.
Xing just pat Chloe and just sit down. Calm down. Yeah, we need to address the problem right there. The thing is, I can't do everything all at once. We have the festival coming, and I'm in a position right now that I can't stop it because the people already coming, and if I stop the whole event, they will come, and that will piss off everyone involved. And that's one thing. I have to send member of the hunting guild to check on the protection we install into the woods, and I don't have enough men to do all that. At least not all at once. I need to create team because I can't send people by themselves. And if Jenny is around, and if she decided to show up for the Fados realm to get in 2 hours, we need to hunt her down and send her back because we can't kill her.
How do we do that?
Many questions.
Many, many, many questions. But I'd like to point out that people will be pissed if you cancel the festival, but they'll probably be more pissed if they get eaten or dragged underwater, or
Yeah. I know. What should I do? Send a message out there that probably going to take days to reach them, and in the meantime they're already here.
I would say let's try to understand if we have problems, which we probably do. What problems do we have? How can we prove the underwater thing is Jenny? How can we prove that the hounds are not a planes overlapped accident and there's some intentions behind it?
Wasn't
And-
the whole thing about the Baroness's mansion being built over the portal about keeping Jenny in her lake? I mean,
Ember,
what
are you
happened
saying
here?
the mansion is the hound garage?
The what? Sorry.
Okay,
The hound garage where the hounds come from.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that they. No. Whoa. Okay. No. I'm just saying that.
especially
if-
because as soon as this conversation starts, Geoff, Chloe, and Xing are looking at you very badly, especially because you are literally accusing the Baroness of the place.
No. I'm not doing that.
Wondering. No one's accusing
wondering.
anyone yet.
Exactly, wondering, because I'm just asking that if there is a problem with Jenny Longfingers, and that's in my mind, and didn't they told us? I'm asking in game that didn't you tell us that the Baroness's home was built on the portal to
That's
protect the
that's a
place?
rumor. You don't have proof about that, but yes, someone told you that.
Okay,
Her,
yes, and
her great grandfather fought the Fatwas and keep them decided to keep them at bay and cleared those areas
yes,
from their
and
influence.
so this should mean that something has gone wrong, and/or something is wrong with the mansion. Now I'm
Maybe,
kind of like,
maybe she's in danger.
There is a huge link between a legend and the fact that something is really going wrong and that the center of all this thing is the mansion. It's a huge leap. I mean, the only thing that we know is that something was holding the body of that person down to the lake, and it only gave when we started singing the lullaby.
Ah, is that it? Did this happen? I didn't remember this. With all the exhaustion, I forgot about this.
Seeing, say, Miss, I thank you. I thank you. I really need some eyes and clear mind on this event. You guys are supposed to work for me. I think I'm going to collect that debt right now. I'm going to visit the Baroness to see if everything is good. I'm going to send some of my men to check on some of the defense that we build up. Can I ask you to look into the Jenny Greenclaw affair for me?
Okay.
But just
Okay, but can we talk compensation? That's not exactly the kind of, thing that we signed up for. That's a little bit different from doing the dishes. Just saying.
fair.
Uh, yeah, you're right. Right now, I don't have the mind to sit down and talk deal, honestly. I have a town to take care of. So, there is going to be some compensation. I agree. Not big as you think, it's because you own me. But we can talk later on in order to make sure that everyone is satisfied with their deal. Okay?
Sounds good to me. Thank you.
Okay,
wait,
now,
one final question. One
yes.
question about the things that you said. What do you mean she can't be killed? And how do you know that? You said Jenny was just a legend.
I let Father Geoff talk about it. As a man of the clerical order, he will tell you a little bit more. Father Geoff nod and just, okay, our fatwas, they are coming from a different realm. They are entities, they are not in the material plane like us. So they have physical form, and they're so they can be killed. But we discover that when you do so, they just go back to where they come from and heal. Unless there are hundreds of Jenny Greenclaw that can be found everywhere in Ingetir because we have so many islands and places that refer to her in their legend. From Hap to Valonia to here in Brierrock. So I don't think that that is the case, especially because she exactly look exactly the same every time. And there are multiple records of people fighting to kill her, and sometimes succeeding.
At the cost of incurring in a sequel here, so is there a way to break this cycle and maybe, I don't know, imprison her so we stop this thing from happening on a
That
cadence?
was. They are not around anymore, but I know that there was a family here in Ingetir that long ago they were dealing of how to kill fatwas for good. They were the founders of the monster hunting guild that now is in Calgary. Because nowadays that part of the world need much more of their expertise than us. We sometimes met some fatwas. They have infestation every day.
Don't we have any, I don't know, maybe scripts or something that they left, something we can find?
Oh, The Hopkins family, that was their name, left many instructions and many of their weapons around the country, but unfortunately, this little town can't afford such expensive items.
All right. You said that this has happened before.
With Jenny, I mean, no.
No, the general thing, and it's my question is gonna be the same. Either it is about Jenny or not. Is because the festival is like every year. So, is there anything special about this year's festival? Like,
A
wait,
recurrence,
my brain
like
froze.
something that
Um,
happened 5 or 10 years ago, or something like that. You mean?
yeah, exactly.
Not that I'm aware of.
Anniversary, an
Anniversary.
anniversary of a kind. Yeah.
I mean, the whole festival is the anniversary. It's the moment where we try to get closer to our gods and keep the darkness at bay.
Yes, but is this year's anniversary any special?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
You give a look to Xing and Chloe, like, almost like looking and if they have something to say, but there is silence on that side of the discussion. No, no, nothing that I'm aware. I can go back to my books and I'll see if there is anything that I miss. I will take some times.
You mentioned that you don't have access to the expensive items that would be required to uh, fight Fatos, I suppose. Do you know what those are? Like, can we maybe figure out some
Oh,
generic alternative?
unless I mean, I'm not an expert of those kind of things, so I apologize. So, Hopkins' weapons are forged in a way that they do permanent damage on Fatwas. The fairy folk despise them, and whoever is in possess of a Hopkins weapon is feared by the Fatwas, but at the same time is also get their ire, their attention. It's like almost like going around with a lighthouse in your pocket. For that point of view, of course. There are few of them, especially now that the Hopkins are living in Calgary, and the few that are in the free market are usually very expensive. And as I said, you need to hunt them down first. Also, have the right amount of money.
That sounds like something I would like Hazel to wield. On that note, this sounds like legendary family wielding legendary weapons. So, do you have any like stories on the matter? Any like well-established folklore or songs, that maybe you don't pay much
There
attention
are
to, but just
some.
because it's a thing?
Yeah, no, of course, of course. There are some song and stories that I'm a man of the church, so I usually don't go around and learn a song, but prayer is more my kind of things. What I can do is I can eventually collect some information, and see if how can I say I can give you some. I just need to do some research on the matter. You are more than welcome to come and help me.
Okay.
We do have
I have some.
someone that is
I have,
from Calgary, though.
well, I have some history and lore. I think I can help.
Okay.
Yeah, I have none. So
Yeah, you
Our
guys know someone that come
Yeah,
from Calgary.
I think we do have a friend that's from Calgary, and I can have a chat with you if you're okay with it. No one
Wait.
remembers.
Friend is a
Cervantes
bit of
sort
a
of.
stretch.
That's why I said wait.
Cervantes,
Wait.
well, it doesn't matter if I'm a friend to him. It matters
Yeah,
if he thinks I'm a friend.
Cervantes might be part of this.
You
Sing
think?
just interrupt. That Cervantes? Any point at the table where you guys were eating with him this morning?
Is he there?
No, no,
No.
no.
Also, the Hopkins are from here and moved to Calgary. Like, it's not.
Yeah, but the weapons are used all over Calgary.
Can I
Just let me have
have
a talk with him.
a deception roll? Because at the moment you guys are lying to the mayor. One of
I
you
don't want.
need to roll.
Alex, I don't have any deception.
I'm
I
not.
have,
I'm
I
Me
not.
have,
neither.
I don't care about making deception about Cervantes. They know that we know him, and yeah, we are talking
I
about
have
Cervantes.
two. I have two in deception.
For me, it's okay
Okay,
that
so
about
just
that
to make sure,
Cervantes.
guys, you need to keep your story straight. Is Cervantes the person you're talking about, or is not? That's because at the
We
moment
have
the mayor is a little bit like, what's going on here?
we have to lie about the fact that Cervantes is involved in the whole thing, that he might be a part of it, not that we know him.
But I don't believe that he is a part of it. I never said that. I never said.
That, no,
I
that's
never
Someone
believed
said
something
it.
it
that
on the table.
Ember sold out loud.
That's just his thought. Like that's just a stupid thought.
No, again, I would just say, like, I think friends is a bit of a stretch. Like, we made that acquaintance a couple of days ago, and we've coincidentally traveled together to Rockhill. That's about it.
Why haven't we ruled? Why we have ruled out Cervantes about being part of this?
I don't think
Have
he's
we?
capable. Yeah, I don't think he's capable of such a thing.
What
I
exactly?
mean,
I'm even if he is not, he could be working for the guy who is girl, whatever. And if they are capable of doing this, then we're handing him the blueprints of our demise.
The hand of Croy just bam on the table. You hiding some fucking information here. I want to hear every bit of the story. What's going on? Who's this Vane?
it's some.
Wait, what
Okay,
is the word vain?
Ember.
but it.
And
So
really,
I am a soldier of His Majesty's Navy, and I was
I
charged.
did.
Is that the English word?
I
Yeah.
didn't say. I
To
didn't say Bane.
You say Charles or Vane. I heard it.
No, 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 no. I said. I never said it because I didn't. I wasn't. Wait. I wasn't remembering. I didn't remember
Yeah, but
the
you
the guy.
okay? But even if you didn't say exactly the name, and I apologize for that using it, you implied that Cervantes is working for someone.
I did that. Yes.
Yes. So
I didn't
let
imply
me
that. I said he
rephrase it.
might be. I said he might
He
be.
might be.
He might.
So as I said, Chloe now is a little bit upset because you guys are hiding something. So she didn't say Vane, but she wants to know what you guys are talking about. So please.
then I'm not gonna say Vane either. So I'm a soldier of the Navy, and I was tasked to track down and find out what a well-known underworld figure is up to. And back in, I don't remember the name of the city, we came across
Rainbow.
Cervantes. Thank you. Uh, that offered me and Hazel a contact for a job with said underworld figure. And then I don't have a good way of saying this, but basically things went south really fast because there was an accident at the docks there where a creature that Cervantes made, and that's the right verb, broke out of a crate and caused mayhem. And some people got hurt. I got hurt because I got thrown into the water by the creature. Um,
Gelf
and
interrupts you and say, "Who's going on here? What the? So you say that this man-made creature he play God?"
it plays big league mutagenist. But I think you know this. Like, I mean, he has a whole space at your festival. Like, he's supposed to be an his creature thing is supposed to be an attraction here.
Yeah,
You
that's true.
mean
You
the
told me.
crawly creature of that kind of a little zoo he has is a pet zoo? Yeah, he told me that they are his pet.
They are his pets. That
Yeah,
doesn't.
can be
That
that too.
doesn't. The pet word doesn't track the origins of the pet. Have you seen those pets?
No,
Have
I
you
thought
seen
it
the
was
pet?
for a children attraction.
No, I don't think so.
let's hope it's not for children.
Okay, we need to deal this right now. I mean, I don't want such things in my town. The men need to go.
We might be mistaken though, because we've only seen one creature.
Okay, so wait a second. Is this person trustworthy or not? Because if he never came before, he paid quite a big amount for that spot. So we gave it to him, and I wanted to have a safe environment for the children that are coming. They want to have things to see and animal to play with. I don't want monster in my freaking festival. You tell me
I
that there has
see.
been an accident at the docks in Wavebones. What kind of accident?
Yeah, so don't go anywhere near Cervantes' tent with shark blood, because that's what caused the frenzy in the creature at the docks that caused the creature to broke out of the crate. As for your question, is it trustworthy? I don't think so. That being said, I wouldn't risk a full out situation because so far so good. I mean, as long as he is in control of the creatures, so far there hasn't been a problem. The only one time that things went south is because uh, the
There was
creature got
blood.
mad. Yeah.
Yeah, but I can't allow such things to happen during the festival. They're going to be children, families. Do I need to be sure that this thing is safe? And okay, you say shark blood. What if a Gnatos come in town with his child and they got cut? They have shark blood in their vein.
Maybe you should check his zoo.
Why something tells me that when they do, the zoo is gonna be empty and we're gonna look like fools.
Okay, you know what? May I make a suggestion? Because this
Okay.
seems that we can get close to Cervantes, and if we have some form of official paper that we can take a look around, we just go take a look around and make sure that everything is in order.
Okay. He can make such things. A permission from the mayor. Yes.
Just have a take a look around. Nothing to seem too aggressive or too offensive or in any way too obtrusive with its thing.
But under
Just,
what authority? Who are we to go and
You are.
that's
take a
why
look
I'm saying
around?
from the mayor.
I will give you the paper in order to do so. So you have my authority. You're acting as my minions.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
We're gonna get deputized.
Yeah.
yeah.
Can we?
That's what
That's
we
pretty cool. To avoid open confrontation and suspicion on his part and on part of whoever is managing Cervantes, uh, can we maybe have like a more spread out check? Say, oh, this is for safety reason on the whole festival, so that we don't just target Cervantes
Yeah,
tent.
Yeah, check everybody.
I was gonna say that, Riska. Actually, to have something, not necessarily everybody, but just a larger group, so it doesn't show that we're all looking only at him.
Yes. Okay. So he grabbed a piece of paper and started to go through a list. So sorry, I just need to check who is there and what kind of excuse we can use for. So the pub, the Red Lion pub from Whalebone, we came. So maybe we can check on them to make sure that the alcohol present is legal and the things like that. Of course, there is a little bit of a fresh milk and cheese that they will produce here locally, so there will be there. So I don't think that would be a great thing to check. Oh, Lorraine the healer, she comes every year. She kind of a she made potion like love potion and things for your back and other things like that. It's more for the fun of it, but maybe we can pretend to check on her and her product. There have been some complaints a couple of festival ago about boils coming after the ingestion of one of her potion, but at the same time it was a teenager. I don't see the connection there. We have what else? New guys in town. There is this guy that has his own cart called Traveling with Marcus. Is
Traveling
bringing
what?
with Marcus. Is from Aegeus, and he is traveling around and he's bringing things for all over the archipelago, trinkets and such. Let's see that he don't sell weapons that we can, you know, especially because there is only one person in town allowed to for the festival to build and things dealing with weapon and armors. His name is Tarak, and he is a blacksmith.
That's just in town or just coming for the festival?
Just coming from the festival, we Bob usually is the one that take care of smiting things. What else? The night challenge. We have a knight from the army coming. He is well known. And we had it a couple of for the last 3 years, and we have a night challenge where people fight against each other. It's all armless. They're wood weapons and such like. And they have a final confrontation with him. And if they won, there is a prize.
What's the price?
Oh, money. This is just simple. And for some of the children, there is a little badge, like a pin. They're going to be a knight for a day. What else? Oh, we have the dancing circle, sweet apples. In town, we build a different one every year. There is the House of Nightmares. It's an attraction with some of us dress up and pretend to be a monster of the night and scare the teens and the children. It's like a little maze that we create inside a tent. The mirror maze and your circus this year. So they are not here yet, but of course we need to check on them when they are in town, just to make sure that everyone believe that everything is good and everything is legit. And of course there is Alexandra that came last year, and it was such a ruckus, and it probably come back again for all the sinful woman.
Alexander, do.
What was she doing?
Zing just she's a local butcher, but she is very flirty. And we have some vendors, but they are, there is a portrait artist, there is a man that sell little trinkets, those kind of stuff. And of course, the middle of the night, we're going to have the play on the stage. We have it every year. It's
What play?
recreation of what's happened here when the Baroness Niam, great-grandfather, fought against Fatwa.
So this sounds like a great time to do whatever might someone want to do, right? Is it only me? Because if I was a villain, that was the time that I would choose.
Okay.
I mean,
Could be.
could be not. I mean, I don't see a villain here right now. I see some danger, and I don't think that Jenny Greenclaw is coming to fight on a stage when she is a creature of the water.
Yes, but this whole play shows the defeat of the fatwa against against the many races. So this is like an insult to injury for them.
Yeah, but
If someone
we
wanted
recreate
to,
that play every year. I
yes, but
personally play one of the fatwas. This is my 5th time in a row, and Chloe here, she play the what was it? Eleanor? Yeah, Eleanor. One of the member of
Eleanor?
the team. Yeah, one of the great grandfather had a team of people. One of them was Eleanor, this very good paladin fighter that was with him. But
Okay.
Eleanor and all that generation died long time ago. The Baroness played the villain, just for fun of it.
So, what I see is that we do have a list of potential people who we can check and organize and stuff. And I think it's a lot. So it's a good, it's good that we can hide this from Stefanos himself. I think we're good with so many people
I
around.
will. Okay, I was going to ask you to investigate on the Jenny Greenclaw, but at the moment I think the Cervantes circus of creepy crawlies seems like to be my main problem right now. Okay, so I need to send a lot of letters here and there telling people that there is a chance that the whole event is cancelled, or a list it will be with high security, so we need to hire people to make sure that everything is good.
I don't really believe you need to cancel if we can take care of everything before the festival or during the festival, or if there's high security. Because as I see, the whole village lives off the money that comes in during the festival,
Yeah.
and that's going to be a great problem in the long term.
I mean, we have 3 festivals a year, and those are helping us to move along. We, as I said multiple times, we're a very small community. We don't need much, but we don't have much.
I get it. So I'd say that the festival being cancelled will pretty much have very severe effects to your whole village.
Yeah, definitely. It will take us months to recover, and we will not be have enough. We will not have enough money to buy some of the provision we need for the winter.
That's how I see it as well. So we will do the best that we can in order to help you out. I hope we can do this as fast as possible.
I think that some of the people I mentioned are already at the site. I think the Marcus guy is there, so you can check on him. I don't know about the ninth, but definitely some of the vendors, and of course, if you guys can check on this Cervantes, will put my mind that he is a list on that side.
Okay, probably we can check most of that today, I think, if we have the appropriate papers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me an hour top, and I will give you everything.
Thank
I
you.
also need to deal with the rest of, and tell Joanna that she's a widow now.
Wait, Joanna, the boat lady?
Oh no, different Joanna.
Okay.
Small community, a lot of common names. Sorry. Bob is his name is Robert, but we have another Robert in town, so Bob Robert. Anyway, please, let's reconvey here in an hour or so.
Right.
And Geoff will
Right.
just put a hand on your shoulder, Jean, and say, "Good luck, my son. The bless of Caliber is on you."
Father, thank you very much.
And he look at you, Amber, and say, "I will start my study. Feel free to join me when you can."
I think I'll heal a bit more and then I'll
Of
go.
course, of course. And he leave. Chloe stay there for a little bit longer, and she and Xing seem to chat a bit. She's quite upset about the whole situation, of course. She sometimes give you some glances, not evil eyes, but just look in your direction before you guys disappear from sight. So in this time, where you do what you do, where you go and what you do.
I wasn't thinking about going anywhere, to be honest. Like, I'd say we stay somewhere and rest a bit, and I wanted to talk to you about some stuff.
Can we talk over some stew? Like we've had one hell of a morning, so maybe some food is in order.
If there is any food available, because everyone's pretty busy, so only if there's any ready food.
I
Mary.
mean, deputies.
One of the daughter, the black girl with the afro in the ponytail. She just, I have something left.
If it's possible, we'd like to eat. Thank you very much.
I will bring it to your room, okay?
Okay, okay.
Perfect. Yes. What a great
okay.
idea.
Mary, thank you very much. You're amazing. Okay,
And,
let's go to a room then, and let's chill there for a bit.
and for the sake of brevity, just let you know, after 20 minutes or so, she will knock at the door and leave some few plates that contain potato and what probably was, it seems like turkey,
It's some kind of meat.
but there is not turkey in this town. So, Amber, you just have the feelings that you are eating ducks,
It's okay.
or maybe it's chicken. You don't know. Anyway, it's a little bit
From
of
all the
soup
chickens goes to waste.
of white meat.
All right. As long as it's not fish.
Look, since duck is my spiritual animal, when I consume it, I gain some of its power, so I'm okay. And its ferocity and its
I
blood.
was just gonna say yes.
Definitely the ferocity of it.
Yeah, it's my totem. I
course.
gain its power.
You feel Talor leaving you behind every more and more.
Can we make a giant duck deity?
Sorry?
No,
Make a giant duck deity. Why?
no. I got carried off. Okay, it's
Okay.
okay. Go on.
So, you guys talking.
So yeah, I wanted to point out something. Didn't that woman that was with Cervantes tell us that she's always watching us and she always knows what we're doing?
Cervantes told me that Eleanor told him that she's always watching.
Eleonora.
And
That's
she
the
and she
Eleanor.
could be lying. That's
Just
always
to
a
make sure that we
possibility.
understand,
Wild
Eleanor
thought.
is the Ingetirian name. Eleonora is the Obolowa name. Just to make sure.
Okay,
Okay, Eleonora then.
Eleanor. Yeah, but she could be watching us.
Yeah, of
That's
course she
I
could.
think that's the oddest of the two possibilities.
Why?
You
Because
have to concede that we've had some odd things happening
yeah,
in the
some
last
uh,
24 hours, maybe? I don't even know.
What's the
random
bridge, by the
misfortunes.
way?
All right, so if this is true, then this means that this is happening right now. So it's not only happening right now, but it's happening at any time because she's quote unquote always watching us. So we can't do anything without her knowing. So it's a moot point because if she does watch us at all times, we can't plan anything. We should just YOLO it.
Maybe she's not literally watching. Maybe she is literally watching, and she can't hear what we're saying because,
So she can only watch. I start dance. I start dancing,
or maybe
but
she can only hear us.
very sensually.
You're very weird. Okay, so I try not to pay any attention to Ember, and I'm telling everyone that probably they already know that we're going for Cervantes, and we are going to take a look there, and there's not going to be anything there,
What is
unless
the probability?
there is something that they haven't thought.
Like what?
I don't know. And probably what I'm saying is maybe sometimes when we think of something, we can. How can I say this? Well, she can hear us maybe and she can see us maybe, but she can't be in our heads. So, you know how every one of us thinks, like how we've been working these past few days.
So we're gonna be telepathetic from now on.
No, what I'm
Telepathic
saying
is
is,
just the right is the right word.
what I'm saying is maybe we trust each other a lot more. Well, most of us. I'm joking, Ember. That was just a joke for you because you are wild and stuff.
Ah, okay, because I
Yeah.
didn't get it.
And go with our hands at some point. Maybe we don't
The
need to
thing
announce
is,
our plans to the others all the time.
BT Dubs, you're the one who has given everyone a false name. FYI, about the whole trust thing.
You don't. How do you know that?
No, this is
I
it was
don't.
out of
No, no,
game, I think.
that's out of game.
That
Speaking of
doesn't.
trust,
That's meta
the thing
knowledge.
is,
That doesn't
Speaking
count.
of trust, if we're evaluating the whole she's always watching, there's also another thing she said, which is
one of us is
one
not
of
who
you.
it seems to be.
Exactly. So rather than investigating that, I would like to investigate the reason she said that. Because she either said it to help us in case the one is someone to be afraid of, or we are a threat and she's trying to destabilize the group basically.
I'm guessing the second, but there is one thing that, well, I'm not a very magical person, you know, I don't work with magic. Is there any way that a person that controls such powers could watch us? And she didn't say all the time, she said she's watching us.
That
How could
also
a
out
person
of
do that?
game, just to make a point here, can be referred also as I'm controlling what you guys are doing, not maybe literally watching you.
my point exactly.
That would be much better.
Literally my point.
Well, my character is that's what he's getting. Like she's always watching. Let me be paranoid.
Absolutely. I mean, what I was pointing out is not like exactly what she said. It's like there is interpretation. I give you option.
Don't worry, my character is saying these things on purpose. Like I know. Like, I'm just being a bit paranoid and scared. That's just it.
As you should do.
Uh, who of you was the witness of Eleonora mesmerizing the Baroness?
Me. That's me. I saw her holding a gem, and the Baroness was holding a gem, and she couldn't unfocus. She couldn't take her eyes away. Why?
Because I mean,
You think
maybe
she
she
might be in
has
my head? Maybe she's looking through my head. Get her out.
maybe she has a way of, you know, being around. And how do we stop it? That's my end game. I don't care what she does, but if we find what she does, maybe we can stop it. My friend alchemist,
That doesn't have to do with alchemy, though. It's magic.
the
I
closest thing I can think.
I don't know. I don't know. To me, like Cervantes is the all over the place kid, and she's here to do parenting over whatever the hell he's up to. I don't know. To be honest, I think what we're assuming she told Cervantes to tell us, because that's already an assumption. That means we trust Cervantes with what he said. Assuming that's true, that I think that's just trying to intimidate us, because we got very close to not getting Cervantes to get to Rockhill at all.
So what you say is like everything. We don't trust anything that she says, and probably it's all false to make us scared.
I think I wouldn't take all that literally. Like, we can maybe investigate the one of us isn't who they say they are, but I don't think she's in the room with us right now.
How can we investigate that?
Yeah. How like we trust each other just for the sake of trust. We don't know. We don't really know each other very well.
So, Jean,
God,
John, right? So, John, how about you? What's
how
your
about
full
me?
name?
What is it? Have I written it down? I haven't written it down. It's just John. John Wells. My name is John Wells.
Okay, so what are we going to do now about the situation? I mean, if forget about Lenora, if there's that Jenny crazy creepy thing around, we should do something about that. And also, all these protective symbols that the locals have maybe could help us.
Well, maybe they're being destroyed by someone right at the moment, because that's why the creatures came. Because the words are off.
And at some point, he said that they have fences. And I want to ask, do you keep back literal nightmare dogs with fences?
They don't mean literal
Our game,
fences. They
there
mean
was
magical
magical
fences.
fences. The defenses create a fence around the town to
They're
keep things
defense.
out,
It's a supernatural fence.
like a
No,
wall
but I
around
agree
a
with that.
force field.
I'd like to investigate the possibility of having a lesser but portable version of set defenses, amulet, symbols. Uh, Heck, I can actually tattoo us with any protective symbol if there is any. That's something that
That
can
would be
happen.
very, very good.
That would be convenient, but I don't think it works that way.
We're gonna get all Winchestered up.
Winchesters do
Okay.
not exist in our world.
Okay, so all right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go the study the lore with the priest. I'm not very good at it, but at least I can try.
Great. And we are gonna go and talk to the people of the festival. That's our job now. We have to talk with everyone and make sure we investigate into Cervantes.
Yes, but I have like 2 HP, and if anyone gets mad about our questioning, I think I might die. So I will stay away from. Also, the festival right now, with Cervantes being there, is a bit volatile, let's say. So I will keep myself out of possible actions, and I will study. I'll try to help that way.
We'll be much more interested if we were all together, to be honest. Especially at this time where you always say that we don't know who to trust, stuff like that. So what I was wondering if we could just go to the people of the festival, do the job that we have been tasked with, and then do the other stuff. Like you won't need to fight, just to go talk. I don't know, go to
Yeah,
the.
since you all can't go and study with me, there is no point in doing this and then go study. So you go do this because you are more of a fighter type, and then I'm gonna go study.
I agree with that. You almost died
I
2 hours
also
ago,
think.
so go
Okay.
read the book. Yeah.
Okay, go read the
Go
books.
pray.
Better this. Go pray.
Anything else you guys want to discuss before we move on the next bit?
The last thing I want to say to everyone is maybe. Okay, so Riska, if you are really interested into finding charts, getting Cervantes away from the festival is gonna blow it up because Vane will never be here if Cervantes leaves. If we have direct suspicion, if our suspicion of Cervantes doing awful stuff goes out, unless Charles is already here.
True. But I also think we owe it to the place to find out if that tent has, I don't know, dinosaurs inside of it. Because then, yes, we don't track down Charles Vane, but there's still a community at risk. So I think that's the most urgent thing at hand.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay,
Okay.
good. So, after a little bit during the discussion, times to relax a little bit, you finally get the chance to change your clothes so you don't go around with bloody ones around town. Recover a little bit more. In game, you recover 1 health point every hour of relaxing, not doing activities. So 8 hours of sleeping give you back 8 health and such like. Unless your endurance is higher than 4, and that will give you more. But that's another story. Or you have something like regeneration abilities or things like this. Some Sarikar has some bonuses in that. You go back downstairs. Chloe is gone. Exing is keep writing things, sweating a little bit. His scales are a little bit lucid by the whole work. There is a couple of candles, and he seemed very stressed. And when he see you, he just give you just a gesture to come closer. He give you papers and said, "Report to me as soon as you know everything. And I hope not. But if we need to shut down the whole operation, I need to also speak with the rest of the community tonight. We still have a week or some sort. Let's do our best. Maybe we can resolve this whole problem before getting out of hand. You are acting as my deputies. You just need to put your names. By the way, we don't have authorities here in town. We don't have crime here in town. Except for maybe a graffiti or a smashed window from the kids. We don't go around pissing each other off. We are living all together, trying to be in harmony. So as you can imagine, the local jail is not functioning anymore. There is still a room that you can eventually use if you think it's worth it, but it's for chickens right now. So
So, so in other words, you're saying we take no prisoners.
No.
Luxembourg.
I mean,
um,
it's imperative at this point.
just so you know what you're dealing with. Okay. Good luck. Keep me updated. I will see you tonight, and let you go on your merry way.
He's still sitting on his desk. He
Yeah.
didn't leave. Okay. My character knows what he used to do, right?
Yeah.
I'm informed.
Yeah. You guys talk about it.
Okay. So I want to ask him, all the years that he has been working, at that section of the
You mean
military.
as an arcane paladin?
Yes. Have you ever came across a let's say, supernatural way of someone watching someone else, like eavesdropping or reading minds or watching over or anything like that?
I'm not an expert. By means that he's going to roll. We have a
Damn,
9.
I had my microphone closed. Someone's
Yeah.
lying. I don't have empathy.
I came across some nasty thing in my past. Paladins don't have an easy job. Some things that I am proud of, some a little bit less. I try to do my best. But I'm a mortal being. What you telling me, that means that Yeah, there are ways, but the person need to have something like a token that you possess that they can see through. Um,
Okay.
something, something that they use, or they can, like a ring, hearing, I don't know, a necklace, a card, whatever. It's just something that there is theirs and that is being given to you. That's one way. Another one is putting a curse on you of some sort. Um,
Oh my god.
And how does one do that?
it's different from magic to magic. I'm not a super expert on that matter. I've seen someone doing it. I seen a witch from Bolowa doing it long time.
Question to the GM. So last level, I learned the curse
Bane, or Talor's Bane.
of Talor. Yeah, the curse of the Talor's Bane. Yeah, and I know that my knowledge of magic is not is more of a innate thing. So
Yeah,
it's not
because
that
you
I
are
studied
connected with
it.
your gods. They give you the powers. You don't study for them.
Yeah, exactly. And although, can I use my scarce knowledge of magic in trying to understand if a curse has been placed upon us, since I know kind of a curse now?
You know curses? Okay, because you can cast one on someone. So, I can tell you this, and eventually I'm gonna make you roll for more information. What you know about curse right now is you need to touch someone in order to cast one upon them. But the kind of curse you know, it's a very low kind of, let's say, low level one, very basic. Also affect you immediately. It doesn't drag along. But you probably heard of curses that are more on the long term. So for that, I'm going to ask you to roll arcane with your cunning, more than your willpower.
While Pips is rolling,
Mm-hmm.
I I showed the mayor the gesture that Eleonora did to me, and I said that I want to remember it. I want to learn how to do it, and I'm
Yeah.
asking him if he knows what that is.
As he repeat the gesture slowly, and he say, "It feels like the sign language that we use here, but that's sign language change between countries. Balawa we have their own, Fradiger their own, and etc. This we use that gesture like you're welcome, thanks. But I think that it has a complete different meaning in other languages.
Okay.
No, it doesn't feel like a curse, or at least from what I'm aware. Like as I said, I'm not an expert.
By the way, I got the five.
You got a five. You think that maybe if someone is much more expert and there is a patron to give the power to them, maybe there is a way to do a more permanent form of cursing. But at the moment is it's just supposition. You don't have like certainty or a method.
All right. Um,
By the way, which one of us had the card? Was it was it me? Was it
You?
me?
I think you.
I have the card. Oh
All right.
no!
I bid everyone farewell and I go to study.
Perfect. You will be welcome by Geoff that will say, "Oh, I didn't expect you to come so soon. Please, follow me." And he will lead you back into what looks like almost like a small house attached to to the building of the church. And the small house is literally like a table, a big library on the, a bookshelf on the side with a lot of books, a bed, and a little area where you can cook, and that's it. All in one room.
I forgot I want to do something before I leave. Damn it.
Okay.
Can I retcon myself?
Yep.
Can I do a small thing before I leave?
Yep.
All right. All right. Thank you. Okay. As I walk out, I point to Hazel and I wave her to come out with me. I say, come. I want to
Mhm.
just for a bit. Come on, come on.
I excuse myself and I go out.
And the two of you are alone.
All right. Um, I want us to be somewhere where we can be heard.
Okay?
I look around.
There is few people around town, and the same amount of husk that you have seen this in the morning. Probably a little bit less.
So there's no one near us.
Near, no.
All right. Uh, I turn to Hazel and I say, okay, so in case anything goes wrong, not wrong, in case you need it for any reason, I want to give you a small help before I leave. So I put my coin in the palm of my hand and I place my palms on her and I do a small prayer in Zeus to the name of Talor. So I give her the blessing. I try at least.
Okay, roll for it.
Willpower, right?
Willpower, yeah.
Damn, a six and three fives. Damn.
Very
So
good.
it's a 16 and no, not a 16. I keep the six. Yeah, I keep the skills dice. So it's a 6 and a 5 and 11.
Okay, do you remember how exactly the spell works?
Uh, it, she's gonna have a bonus on her next roll.
Exactly. Okay.
Yeah,
So you have an extra d6, but
yeah.
is it doesn't count as a skill dice. It counts as a dice in the pool. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
You need to be used in an hour top. When the spell ends, there is a little bit feedback for Ember, but that's a story for another moment.
And I leave.
And as I said, you've been welcomed into the small house, and you've been put in front of 3 or 4 books, and you started to go through. And for that, I need another roll from you. This is research with cunning. And
Can I roll lore or history?
no, because this is not something you're recollecting. You're something you're searching.
Okay.
This is not something that I have already the knowledge of it. You're just researching to acquire that knowledge.
Okay, okay. And I got a 6. Nice. Tyler is with me today.
Okay, I will tell you more about the Hopkins and about a little bit of their story. But let's jump back to the rest of the team for now, because I think you're heading towards the area where the festival is being built in those few days, right?
Before we start going, I tell everyone about the card and maybe if we should get rid of it. Because Leonora gave me this card and maybe she's watching us through it. And I look at the card.
Maybe we should get rid of it.
Should we
And the
destroy
card
it?
and the card looks at you.
Haha.
I'd like to inspect the card, please.
Go, take it.
Okay. It's a black card that has a snake on one side and just a plain black card on the other. All the snake design is in gold, and the snake seems to be, just going around a tree, but in a way that is sort of almost like constricting the tree.
And the whole figure is still, there's not any like moving
No,
shenanigans, it's just a
or
drawing.
it's like
Okay, good. Can I see if I recognize the figure? If this is a known symbol, the material as well would be interesting.
material seems to
It's
be,
just paper.
very heavy paper. The symbol, no, doesn't seem to be. For your point of view, it seems to be just a snake around a tree. Very well.
Does it look?
Very well made?
Speaking of well made, does this look like? Given the time we're in, it's obviously handcrafted. It's not like we have printers, but is it? Does it look like something that's produced a? Like, is this a one-off? Does this look like a one-off, or is this something that I
That's
would be
unique.
able to buy? Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Unique. Oh, thank you.
Unique. You don't know because of your aversion to magic. I will say, unfortunately, you don't have the knowledge to acquire this information.
Fair enough.
As you establish, you don't like people that does magic. So why you should investigate about the Witch of Obolo?
That's a far-fetched thing that I'm gonna say now. But since I have some magic in me,
Your connection to the wilderness.
To the wilderness indeed. Can I try an empathy while I'm holding the card? Just saying, if there is an energy there, maybe
Can you repeat to me what kind of spell do you have?
nothing that could help. I have Vine of Thorns, Feral Savagery, and Wild Inspiration.
Yeah, no. Unfortunately, now none of them is seems to fit the case. But I will say this: you can try Arcane and try to focus with your willpower on that card to see if there is any reaction.
Could try Arcane, but I don't have Arcane. I can only roll Willpower.
Yeah,
And you have one extra die.
there is someone that roll a critical. They can lend a token one if you want.
Zerko?
I think it's no need because I get to keep one die, so max 6.
Yeah, but with the critical token, you keep another.
With a critical
Maybe we
token
should just
also
burn the thing.
explode.
Oh,
So, Francisco, do you want
All
to?
right, let's see it,
Okay.
and
You
then
roll
we
one
burn it.
additional.
You have one extra dice that you can keep and explode as if you roll a 6.
I didn't roll a 6, but I do have in total 9.
There is a small, faint, arcane vibration coming from this card. Very faint, very soft, very low. For just a second, a split second, also you looking at it, you squint your eyes, just for a moment, it seems also like a black flame around it and disappear.
I share my experience with everybody else.
Okay, well, let's get rid of this.
Can I
Yeah.
just say that if we're worried about someone telling us they're watching us all the time, carrying something in our pocket coming from that same person doesn't seem like the play. Can we just destroy the thing? Just
Yeah, exactly. Destroy it.
burn it?
Or leave it somewhere. I
Or,
don't know. Bury it.
or we could just leave it somewhere, away.
And where did you leave it?
You know what? Hazel, you leave it somewhere. Let's not us see where it is. So maybe she can get in our heads and find it. I don't know. Maybe that one of us knows where it is. So
So
Hazel, it's on you. You do it.
if she uses the card, she will know where the card is. I say we burn it. Burn it.
Okay.
I have such a great idea about this, but I can't say anything.
No, you're not there. You decided to leave.
I wouldn't really destroy it.
So Hazel, how you wanna burn it? There is a fireplace in the tavern that you eventually, or in the kitchen that you can eventually use.
I don't think that I want to burn that card in front of other people.
Or maybe not destroy it because she will know that it's destroyed. Maybe bury it somewhere.
If this card is used to put a curse on us and watch us, she knows anyway.
Maybe she just knows where we are. Maybe she knows the location.
I don't care. Let her know. What's it gonna do? Maybe a candle or something?
Before we destroy it, can I try and do a small rip in the card and see if something comes out of it, something happens before, I don't know, we are destroying something that's holding on to a demon or something.
Demon concept of demon and angel doesn't exist in this world, so
Ah, a spirit. A great spirit.
a great evil fatwas. Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd like to
Just do a little
partially
rip.
rip the. Yeah, exactly.
Rip the little hedge of it, and
Rip it real good.
Jean,
Watch me
your
get
head
possessed.
get rip apart. No, I'm joking. Ah!
But just a little.
Just a little. Yes. No. Nothing of such awesome.
Don't make me die.
When you start, nothing up change except you are ripping a card. A very expensive card, I would say.
It would cost money.
Out of game, this is one of the card of Singularity deck from Obolawa, and they are handmade, painted, and handcrafted for every singular witch of Obolawa.
So she gave me like one of the 20 cards that she has.
25.
Let's not destroy this.
You don't know that information, so we're gonna destroy it.
Exactly. You don't know that information.
no.
That was an out-of-game information for the players and the viewers.
I was shouting not to destroy it.
Wait, can we sell it?
Of course we
If
could
you
sell it.
find someone that wants to buy the card of one of the Witch of Obolawa, yes. But usually people don't, because they don't like them or trust them, especially.
I would actually like to return it. Like, here, take it back. Thank you very much.
We can always leave it back in the room, you know, just leave it there. And
What's wrong with my idea of burying it?
there's nothing wrong with the idea of burying it. I didn't hear it.
Let's bury it. Just open a small thingy, put it inside,
You
cover
are in
it.
the middle of the street,
Okay.
guys, so you can just walk to one of the houses, just dig a
At the
little
roots of,
hole.
at the roots of a tree. At the roots of a tree, just like the tree that is on the.
Okay?
Huh? What did you say earlier?
Said okay.
Ah,
Let's do the ritual.
ritual. Oh my god.
Okay. It took you 10 minutes or so to get to, a little more quiet place, dig a little hole, put the card in, cover it, tap just with your feet just a little bit to make sure that it looks like equal and flat. And now you're back on your merry way to the festival
Okay.
location.
I take out my notes and I'm like, okay, who do we check first?
We will know who you're going to talk with first next session. And that's it for tonight, folks. Thanks again for watching. Hope you like it. If you do, please hit the like and subscribe. And I see you out there. Just a couple notes. The Tales of the Forgotten Sea game system is not ready yet. We are working on it just to improve it and make it better. One day it will be released and we all can play it together. Thanks again. Be kind to each other. And see you next time.